Shut up and sit down.
And now, streaming live from the sunny Southern California coast, this is Options Uncensored.
Hey everybody, I'm Steve. Welcome to Options Uncensored. We're making real options trades in real time together. Let's get right into it. First things first, if you want to follow along, make sure you have your brokerage account platform open and ready to go. Have a calculator with you in case we need to do some easy math, which we will. Check up above. Make sure you set your YouTube video quality as high as possible. It helps you read the numbers a lot easier. And then finally, remember, this is not financial advice. This is all for entertainment purposes only. Okay? Let's get right into it. Let's check our open positions that we have from the past couple days and weeks. Rivian, we opened yesterday. We opened it at 60. Right now the market's 53, so we're already making money on that one. Congratulations, good. DraftKings, trying to get to 26. What did we open at? We opened at 52. A little bit behind on that one. That's fine. Yeah, we're short $4. No worries. Cisco, put vertical, trying to get to 16. We're on our way. We got some time. Upstart, I know we're making money on that one today, so we're back to break even. That's good. And then Macy's, again, not moving in our favor, but that's okay. We still have, what is today? Wednesday. Either by Friday or Monday, we'll either look into closing this one or rolling it. We'll see when earnings are, okay? Cool, let's get into it. Light news day, so not a lot to start off here with. Costco, first up. Costco had earnings. Usually post-earnings, volatility's crushed, but if there is a big move, there may be something. Looking at November, on the put side, sold the 520 by the 515. If anything, no, we'd want to look at the call side. Skip the put side. On the call side, this one right here, sell the 605 and buy the 610. What do you get? 301 minus 233 divided by 2 divided by 500, 6.8 post earnings. So if you sold the 605 and bought the 610, liquidity isn't the greatest, though. That's one of the problems. 283, 305, good volume and good open interest, but maybe you went a little farther out. No. Once you get a little bit of liquidity here too, you're way too far out to make it worth it. A shame. All right, let's skip it. I mean, on the put side, if you wanted something on the put side, let me see. Sell the 520, buy the 515. You've got the same liquidity problem. 20-cent spreads here. 25-cent spread here. Too much. Next, Levi. Never traded Levi before, but do they have any liquidity? No. Zero volume. Skip. That was an easy one. Next, let's look at Instacart and ARM. Recent IPOs. No earnings announced yet. Here's the chart. It's kind of leveled off now. On the put side, not very liquid. Let's skip this one for now. Still no liquidity. Instacart. Here's their chart. Kind of a weak opening for an IPO. Wow. Options on the put side, maybe. You have to go out to the 22 and not a lot of volume. Some volume at the 20. On the call side, same thing, zero volume. That's cuckoo. We're going to skip this one. Next, Occidental. earnings are November 7th. What's our date? 27. We got over a month, so that's good. Let's look at the chart. I know oil's up again today. On the put side, you're not really getting paid that well. Sold the 57.5, bought the 52.5. 64 minus 20. Divided by 2, divided by 500. Only 4% return on the put side. We'll skip that. On the call side, sell the 72.5 and buy the 80. Definitely sell the 72.5, maybe buy the 75. That's 72 minus 42 divided by 2 divided by 250. 6% return on the call side because everyone's expecting oil to go up. So if you wanted to sell the 72.5 and buy the 75, where's that on the chart? 72.5. Somewhere around here. That seems fair. Make a quick note on this one. I'm not sure if I want to go against oil though. All right, cool. Next, let's go to our IV rank scanner. And we'll sort this by volume. The SPY and the Q still have heightened up volatility. Let's see what's going on there. On the put side, you want to open a new position today. Boy, oh boy. Sell the 400 and buy the 395. Let's see what that is. 315 minus 259 divided by 2 divided by 500. 5.6 on the put side. On the call side, go out to the 453 and buy the 458. So that's 154 minus 87 divided by 2 divided by 500. 6.7% return if you sold the call spread. The 453, where is that on the chart? 453. Yeesh. That seems fair. We haven't looked at the Qs in a while. Same chart. All right, on the put side for the Qs, if you sold the 326 and bought the 321, that's 300 minus 242. Divide that by 2, divide that by 500. 5.8% on the put side. On the call side, where do we gotta go? Sell the 384 and buy the 389. That's 186 minus 116. Divide that by 2, divide that by 500. 7% on the nose if you want to sell the call spread. On the Qs, 384. Where's that on the chart? Right up about here. Again, that seems fair. I wouldn't be surprised if this started to move down again, or keeps moving down. All right, next on the list, we did SPY, we did the Qs. Tesla, we've got Tesla earnings when? Earnings are on October 18th. That's less than a month away, so we're going to skip that one. Apple probably has earnings coming up too. November 2nd. That's over a month away. I've had this big move up this entire year. No bias either way. So on the on the put side, if you want to sell the 155 and buy the 150. 193 minus 135 divided by 2 divided by 500. 5.8% on the put side. It's okay. On the call side, sell the 190, buy the 195. You get 110 minus 59. Divide that by 2, divide that by 500. 5.1%. You get paid more on the put side, but for obvious reasons. 155, where's that on the chart? Down here. If there is a big market sell-off, it can most certainly get there. Amazon. I think they had news about a lawsuit today. Earnings, when were they? November 2nd. Okay. On the put side, sell the 105 and buy the 100. Let's do the math there. 132 minus 84 divided by 2 divided by 500. 4.8% return. Not what we're looking for. On the call side, sell the 145 and buy the 150. That's 147 minus 91 divided by 2 divided by 500. 5.6% on the call side. 145 on the chart. Right about here-ish, so at the top of this last move up. I don't know. If I wanted to open a call spread here, I'd wait for this to move back up till about here, then open the call spread. If it keeps moving higher, so be it. But if it moves back down, then you've got a better shot. It's kind of already made this move. You would have wanted to make the move post-earnings, you know? Next on the list, Amazon. ChargePoint. It's only a $5 stock. We'll skip it. Meta. Earnings for Meta, probably early November. Sorry. October 25th. Less than a month away. I'm going to pass. The TLT. I think we looked at the TLT yesterday. Again, with the TLT, you get these big moves in one direction. A lot of momentum. It's the bond market. It's one of the biggest markets. No, it is the biggest market in the world. On the put side, sell the 83. On this, if you want to sell just the put naked, you can. You're not going to really get paid for it. Buy the 78. You got 62 minus 20. Divided by 2, divided by 500. 4.2% on the put side. Not that great, considering that's the momentum it's moving towards. On the call side, sell the 95, buy the 100. 66 minus 21. Divide that by 2. Divide that by 500. 4.5% on the call side. Sell the 95. Where's that on the chart? Right about here. Again, you'd want to wait for a movement up this way, then sell the call, assuming the momentum would keep moving down. Not yet. Okay? TLT. The inverse Qs. Google. All right, what do we got? Earnings are October 24th, less than a month away. We're going to pass. Microsoft. We have earnings season starting in a couple weeks here, so it's going to be hard to find things that don't have earnings coming up in less than a month. October 24th, less than a month away. I'm going to pass. But what we will do every day, like Costco today, post earnings, we'll check in on everyone post earnings. Usually you can get big movements, and big movements that aren't priced in is what we're looking for. Costco didn't have that. Google. C Limited American Depository. Let's take a look at this one. SE. I don't know it. Up 7.6% today. Earnings are November 14th. So far, so good. Here's our chart. Let's look at the call side. Okay liquidity here. You see how there's a lot of open interest and some volume today. If you want to sell the 55 and buy the 60, that's 159 minus 96 divided by 2 divided by 500, 6.3% on the call side. Liquidity's pretty good. Look at this, 58 and 161. 10-point spread here. It's not okay. It's not bad, but it's not good, so it's okay. Let's see, where's 55 on the chart? $55 is all the way up here. That's one hell of a move to make. I'll write this one down. SE. We'll come back to that one maybe. Bank of America, bank earnings start mid-October. We'll skip that. The UVXY, I've traded it before. Let's take a look. These volatility ETFs can be tricky, so just be careful. On the put side, let's see, 13. Sell the 13 maybe? No. Sell the 10. We don't get paid for it. It's not worth it. On the call side, we'll skip the put side. Call side, you got to go out to the 25. What if you bought the 30? 25 and 30. 180 minus 135. Divide that by 2. Divide that by 500. That's not right. I made a mistake. 25. Let's start this again. 180 minus 135 divided by 2 divided by 500. Only 4.5% return. Not that great. It's an ETF though, that's why. If you really wanted to, sell the 25 and buy the 30. Even if it does move way against you, it's volatility. It mean reverts. You can keep rolling until volatility dies down. Okay? And that's displayed in this crazy chart that always moves down. Yep. Next. KRE. Some movement on the small banks today. Not what we're looking for yet. Needs to be bigger. On the put side, sell the 36 and buy the 31. 52 minus 14. Divide by 2, divide by 500. 3.8, not worth it. I've traded the KRE on the call side once before. It's fun. It's easy. You don't get paid for it though. 39 minus, yikes, 6 divided by 2 divided by 5. 100. Sorry. 39 minus 6 divided by 2 divided by 500. 3.3% on the call side. Not worth it. Let's move on. Netflix. Earnings in less than a month. We will skip. Canopy Growth is $1 stock. We'll skip that. Micron earnings tomorrow, right? The VXX, another volatility. Boeing. When are Boeing's earnings? October 25th, less than a month away. This big sell-off after earnings. Interesting. If you sold on this big movement up after earnings, if you sold the call spread here, you eventually won. That's fun. On the put side, sell the 170, buy the 165. 194 minus 142 divided by 2 divided by 500. 5.2% on the put side. On the call side, sell the 220, buy the 225. 211 minus 147 divided by 2 divided by 500. 6.4 on the call side. 220, where's that on the chart? That's why it's so damn close. Can you see? Yeah, it's right about here. No, thank you. Next. Emerging market ETF. Haven't traded this one in a long time either. Been very quiet in emerging markets. Look at this. Not much in the past over a year. Let's look at puts on this one. Nah. Calls. Nah. Next. Soxel. Intel. They must have earnings coming up. INTC. Earnings are October 26th, less than a month away. I'll skip. Dollar stock. Target. Earnings are November 15th. Great. I know they're closing a bunch of stores, as in 9 stores. Some of them here in California. Maybe it's time to sell some puts on Target. If you want to, sell the 95, buy the 90. 150 minus 85 divided by 2 divided by 500. 6.5% return. All right. Where's 95 on the chart? It's an ugly chart. 95's down here. Should get a bounce around 100 or so. Maybe even get a bounce around 105. Look at their last earnings. This big move down after earnings. And it got some footing. It got footing right about here. Yeah, that makes sense. Gets down to 101 maybe. Another 10% down. I'll put Target on the list, but not for today. Over the next couple of days, we'll look at Target, see if it keeps moving down. If you want to do something today, go for it on the put side. We didn't even look at the call side. It was 6.5% on the put side. On the call side, if you sold the 125 and bought the 130, 145 minus 86 divided by 2 divided by 500. Now stick to the put side. You still get 6% on the call side, but it's had that big move down. Next, Target, Chevron, Snapchat. Nah, too small. Wells Fargo banks are coming up October 13th, yeah. Citigroup, same thing. Banks are coming up mid-October. We'll wait till after reporting. VinFast, Ford. We looked at Ford yesterday. Nothing there. Pfizer. Earnings are on Halloween. Let's take a look. PFE. Halloween for earnings. Here's our chart. Probably ugly. Yep. What a shame. Maybe we'll get a bounce. Puts. Sell the 29, buy the 24. No volume down there, but you'll get filled. It's a 1-point spread. 33 minus 4 divided by 2 divided by 500. 3%. Skip it. Next. The XLE earnings are coming up. Tilray, nope. Duke Energy. DUK. November 2nd, we got time. Here's your chart. No liquidity. Stick with Oxy, which we looked at earlier. Might come back, maybe. Duke. Oracle. Did Oracle just have earnings? It did. Earnings are now in December. Here's our chart. Big move down. Maybe sell a put spread. Not a lot of room. Man, too tight. Do you get paid for the 90.85? 57 minus 29? No. Divided by 2, divided by 500. 2.8%. Pass. Call side. Sell the 115, buy the 120. What do you get there? 79 minus 32 divided by 2 divided by 500. 4.7. Nah, not for me. Carnival Cruise Line. They've got earnings in 2 days. We'll check back in later. End phase. We've looked at that one a couple times. I've just never pulled the trigger. ENPH. Earnings are October 24th. We're less than a month out. That's why. Let's wait till after earnings. But if you wanted to, you could still sell puts. What have we got? Sell the 95, buy the 90. 221 minus 152 divided by 2 divided by 500. 7%. That's why. Too close to earnings. Doesn't mean you couldn't get in and out beforehand. There's actually, 3-4 weeks? CVS. Earnings November 4th. Let's just confirm. Yep, November 1st. Here's our chart. Sell the call spread. Come on, chart. What do the calls look like? Sell the 77.5 and buy the 82.5. What do we got there? 60 minus 19, huh? Divided by 2, divided by 500. 4.1%. Not good enough. Let's keep going. The EFA. Never traded this one before. Here's the chart. No bias on the calls or the puts. It's kind of liquid. If you would go out here, look at this open interest. It's a lot. Sell the 65, buy the 60. I don't think you get that much. 54 minus 17 divided by 2 divided by 500. Only 3.7% on the put side. On the call side, you get baloney. Your spread would be really tight. Sell the 72.5 buy the 74.5. Nah, skip it. American Airlines, too low. Peabody Energy, stay with Oxy again. We'll come back. JP Morgan, right price, great liquidity. Earnings are coming up. And they have their 11th annual JP Morgan Robinhood Investors Conference on October 24th. So we'll wait till after earnings, but before the conference. That would be a good time to check it out because you'll still have some volatility about the conference, but nothing ever happens. Qualcomm, no. Nike, earnings for Nike are tomorrow. Good. We'll look at that one Friday morning, okay? Next page. And then we'll review Oxy and the other one and call it a day. EFA, we looked at NEE, Nextera. Down 5%. Nice. Earnings are October 26th. We're less than a month away, but look at that. Obviously, you'd want to sell puts. Could catch a bid here around 60. Let's take a look. Not very liquid, though. That's our problem. 10-cent spread here. You'd want to sell the 55 by the 50. 55 minus 20 divided by 2 divided by 500. Is that right? 90? A 9% return? Let me do the math again on that one. 55 minus 20 divided by 2 divided by 500. Sorry, 3.5% return. Not good enough on the call side. Skip. Surprised it wasn't more expensive. So you always do the math. It's not that hard. $1 stock, $5 stock. AT&T, garbage. No. Nope. The SMH. Visa's got volatility. What the hell? Must have earnings coming up. Earnings are October 24th, about a month away. To see a stock like Visa have volatility? Maybe sell puts on Visa. You'll have liquidity for sure, yeah? Not bad. We sold the 210 and bought the 205. 233 minus 172 divided by 2 divided by 500. 6% return if you sold a put spread on Visa. Wow. Is the math right on that one? 234 minus 173 divided by 2 divided by 500. Yeah, 6.1%. You're risking $500. Where's the 210 on the chart? All the way down here. Man, when are earnings again? The 24th. Honestly, I can't remember a time when Visa earnings were a radical, crazy move. I can't think of a less exciting earnings report than Visa. Yeah, you got some movement here. Not much. Well, as tempting as this is, man, 210. Look. Wow. Why is Visa down so much? Is there anything in the news? Nothing. That's so weird. Maybe I'm missing something. Well, let's go ahead and open it. What we're looking at, the 210-205 put spread, okay? We'll do this one together. Go to verticals. Shit, sorry. What are we doing here? 210-205. 210-205. Okay? So we're going to sell the 210 and buy the 205, okay? So we're risking $500, okay? So if you have a small account, no worries here. As long as you have more than $500, you're good. We'll go for the ask 68. We'll go ahead and preview that. To open, sell 1205. Sorry, sell 1210 and buy 1205. That looks great. You're going to receive $68. We'll go ahead and send that out. Here you see it's open. I keep this open all day. If we get filled today, great. We'll set a limit close order at, what is it, 34? Sorry, my brain is shot. 68 divided by 2 is 34, okay? So we'll set a close order for 34 cents, limit good till canceled, okay? And we'll go over this tomorrow if you need help. Cool. So that would be a 6.8% return if we got that. Those are the kind of trades we're looking for. And look, even if it keeps moving against us, we can always keep rolling. And since it's a spread and it's Visa, I would be willing to hold it through earnings without losing any sleep. Cool. All right. I think that'll do it for today. Thank you for watching. If you haven't already subscribed, you'll get alerts when we go live every morning. We go live every morning, 7:15 a.m. on the West Coast. That's 10:15 a.m. on the East Coast. Tell your friends to tune in, watch, subscribe. We can all do this together. Hopefully make a little bit of money together. But then again, don't forget, it's not financial advice. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do. All right? Thanks so much. We'll see everybody tomorrow morning.